Hello, children. I'm your English teacher, and today I'm present with the explanation of the chapter Weathering the Storm in Ersama by Harsh Mandir. Now, as you can see in the picture, Ersama is in Odisha and, and, and a coastal area in the state just near the Bay of Bengal. The introduction of the chapter is like the story gives us an account of the storm that hit the coastal town of Ersama in Odisha state in the year 1999. And this is the same super cyclone which you have heard about Odisha. A young boy Prashant faced the fury of the storm and reached his village. The details of how he worked hard to help the villagers overcome the devastation caused by the storm inspire us to have courage and a positive approach towards life. Let us begin with the summary. Prashant was a young boy of 19 years of age. He belonged to Kalikura, that is a village in the coastal state of Odisha. He had lost his mother 7 years ago. On 27th October 1999, when he was visiting a friend in Ersama, a super cyclone hit the area. There was large scale of devastation everywhere. The gushy winds and rains continued for 2 days. They remained on the rooftop of the house and survived on the tender coconuts from the coconut trees that had fallen on the roof. As the rain stopped, Prashant left for his home as he feared the worst for his family. Even he was worried for his family. He took a stick to help him find the road. At times, he had to swim through the flood waters. On the way, he met two friends and their uncle, and the group moved together. They came across dead bodies of human beings and animals which floated with the current. Current over here is the flow of water. As they crossed villages, not a single house could be seen. Because of that cyclone, everything was destroyed. Prashant's house was shattered too, and he saw the belongings hanging on the branches of the trees. He wept as he felt that he had lost his beloved. Beloved over here is his family members. He went to the Red Cross shelter in search of his family. There, Prashant met his maternal grandmother. She was elated, elated means very happy, to see him alive as they had not expected that he would have survived the storm. Prashant saw a crowd of 2,500 people at the shelter. Many had lost their families in the disaster. They were grief stricken as the catastrophe had snatched everything. For the last 2 days, they had survived on coconuts, but they were running out of stock. Prashant took control of the situation. He formed a group with some elders and young people. They forced the merchant to give them the stock of rice and were successful. After 4 days, the crowd ate a meal. Imagine, after 4 days. Then the group of volunteers cleaned the shelter and tended to the injured people. Prashant engaged the widows to work in the NGO named Food for Work. He engaged the children by arranging sports matches for them. The volunteers managed to set up foster families comprising of the widows, orphaned children, and lone men who would form a family and support each other. Like this, Prashant overcame his grief and learned to smile even in the face of adversities. Now, the chapter highlights are the name of the village is Ersama, where the super cyclone had hit. The day was 27th October in the year 1999. His village, Prashant's village and Ersama, the distance between both the villages was 18 kilometers. The speed of the wind on 27th October was 350 kilometers per hour. Because the family was terrorized because in the middle of the night trees started falling on the house, damaging the roof and walls of the building. So it is scientifically proved that the speed of the wind and the power of the water in the river or sea increases at night because of the gravitational force of the moon. The storm continued for the next 1.5 day. The family of Prashant's friend, they took shelter on the rooftop of their building and survived only on coconut water, tender coconut waters for 2 days. Then Prashant started feeling for his family and for the safety of his family, and he started to leave for his village. Prashant now has to swim, has to just wide away dead bodies all around, fallen trees, and make his way towards the village. When he reaches his village, he saw a crowd of 2,500 people, and the alarming situation that was ringing was now cleanliness. After flood and after storm, the only thing you find around is paddy, mud, water, and later on diseases everywhere. So this disease could be more dangerous than the storm. So Prashant took the charge and started forming groups of young people and elder people, so that each and every group can take care of each and every area. And by this, Prashant brought life back into the faces of the people around. Yes, many people had lost their beloved, but this is what life is all about. So thank you, children. This was the explanation of If I Were You.